What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. Oh yeah, guys. So today I want to start working towards mechanism. Yeah, that was the next line of progression that we needed to do. Last episode we started barely into it. We made ourselves, I think the metallurgic infuser was the last machine we made. The next one in the series is the enrichment chamber. So the enrichment chamber, I was just looking at this a moment ago, does require these basic control circuits, or we can continue using the electronic circuit from IC2, but I think the basic control circuits are going to be better overall. In order to make those in a metallurgic infuser, we just put some redstone and an osmium ingot, right? Then we got to wait for it to process, and then we have that. So that's a lot simpler than having to make all the copper wires and then put them with the rubber and then making the iron plate and putting 2 pieces of redstone in there. Yeah, this is a much better and way improved recipe, in my opinion. So we already have the metallurgic infuser. We need to feed it some redstone. So let's do that. We're going to need to feed it some osmium. So let's do that as well. And then we need to give it a home somewhere. Let's grab a leadstone flux duct or 2. All right. I think we should have plenty. I think I'm going to just put them over here a little bit. So we have power running underneath here all the way over. So I think we'll just place the metallurgic infuser up against the wall for now. I'm still trying to decide how we're going to do the machines in the future. I don't know if we're going to put them inside the wall or if we're going to leave them like this or put them up on some kind of like, I don't know, a block or whatever so they're at head level. I haven't quite decided what all we're going to do with these just yet, but we have the power that we need here. This machine does require 60 RF per tick in order to operate. And in order to do anything, you have to put the osmium here, and then it's either 1 or 2 pieces of redstone. Looks like it's just 1 piece of redstone to turn that osmium into the basic circuit. So I'll put 2 redstone in there. You can see we got redstone 20. It uses 10 per craft, and then we get ourselves a basic control circuit. And that works just the same as the IC2 circuits that we've been making the entire time. This is so much better, way faster, way easier, way less resource intensive. Okay, so we wanted to make ourselves the enrichment chamber, and that required that steel casing plus some iron and 2 of those circuits. So let's do that. And there we go. Easy. So we have ourselves the enrichment chamber, and we get another quest complete. So the first quest we completed was for our basic control circuit. We will do the top loot chest, and then the next one was for our enrichment chamber, and we'll do the bottom loot chest. Just change it up a little bit. All right, so we get ourselves an auto heavy sieve. Okay, I like it. And we get ourselves a cinnamon sugar donut. Again, more food items in this pack. They really love giving the food items. Just throw that into the refrigerator here for safekeeping. Again, not sure if we're ever going to eat those, but I guess if you eat a certain amount of those in this mod pack, it will probably unlock more health, I think, right? Eaten assisted in adding hearts is what the foods say that we have eaten, so I played packs in the past. I think it was Modern Skyblock 2 and 3. We have to eat 50 unique foods to unlock 1 additional heart. I don't know what it's set to in this mod pack. But anyway, just to give you an idea. So now that we have the enrichment chamber, let's go set that up over here. So the enrichment chamber will make it way better for putting redstone in the metallurgic infuser. So we can put 1 piece of redstone in here. This enriches that redstone and turns it into a compressed redstone, I think is what it's called. I can't remember the exact name. But anyway, this item, yeah, compressed redstone. This item is worth 80 when we put it in here, right? So it takes 1 redstone and makes it 8 times as powerful as just putting 1 redstone in there where you get 10, right? So that's way better as well. So I guess I'll just throw 1 more in there just to give us an even 10, or I guess 100. Oh, whoops. Gotta put that right here. Give us an even 10 osmium ingots so we can turn into those basic control circuits, because we are gonna want more than just what we've already made. All right, so I think we just completed a quest. Let's come in here. Yeah, the compressed redstone. We will take middle loot chest, claim it, pop it, lily pads. Okay, so don't know if we're ever gonna use lily pads. Do those have a use in this mod pack? Let's take a look real quick. We can turn it into a slime pie. Just like Mom used to make. Imbuing station. Looks like you can... Oh, no, you can compost on the dirt if you wanted to. You can turn those into vines. Yeah, I'm not sure if they have any specific use. I was hoping that there was like reliquary in this mod pack. I think that's the mod where you can make the lily pads of fertility, but doesn't look like it. So yeah, we'll just put it away for now. All right, so moving on in the mechanism section. So enriched alloys, that's another big component here of mechanism. These guys, they turn into two different types of alloys, but yeah, this is the base one. So in the metallurgic confuser, you put iron in there with the redstone and you get these enriched alloys. Those will allow us to make, well, a few different things here apparently. Let's take a look if there's anything coming up. Yeah, pretty much a lot of these machines that we're going to be making all use the enriched alloys here. Oh, yeah. These are the big ones. Energy upgrades. So 2 enriched alloys plus a pulverized gold makes the energy upgrade, which makes the machines use less energy overall. So you can put up to 8 of those per machine. So you need 16 iron. 16 iron ingots put into the metallurgic confuser over here. Put with the redstone in order to do some good stuff. So I'll put 2 redstone in here, which should make 2 of the compressed. Actually, we're gonna need 4 of those. Yeah, so that'll make 4 of the compressed redstone, which should do half a stack of iron ingots and make us half a stack of those enriched alloys. So yeah, we definitely want to make it so these machines use less energy, because we are going to want to speed them up and make them faster. Like, these machines are cool, but they go a little slow. So the upgrades that we can put in there are speed. We can put muffling in there to make them less loud, and then we can put energy so they use less power. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab these guys. We'll throw them over here, and then we'll put our iron into the red slot and let it do its thing here. It will take a little bit of time for this to process, but yeah, we definitely want to have enough of those so we can make the energy upgrades and potentially the speed upgrades to make the machines go faster. All right, guys, so here's an energy upgrade. We needed some pulverized gold. I just threw 8 ingots of gold into our macerator, and then we've been waiting on these enriched alloys to be made here. Yep, so we don't have quite the amount that we need right now, but we do have enough to make a fairly decent amount of the energy upgrades. We also need glass from sand, so let's take what little sand we have left, run it through. Why is this lagging? This mod pack has like some weird pauses in it. I don't understand what's causing that. Anyway, let's just do that. So we have 6 energy upgrades. So we saw that this machine was using 60 RF per tick, right? So we can take them. You can either put them into this slot here and just drop them in and wait for this process to happen. You can do it that way. You see, we're down to, just with one of those, 11.24. Oh, I guess that's on the wrong thing. 44.99 RF per tick from 60. So that's pretty good. You can either put into that one slot up here, or you can shift right click them directly in there. So now we are down to 10 RF per tick, which is pretty good. So I'll grab a few more of those. How many did we put? Was it total 6? I don't remember now. Energy, click. So we have 6 out of 8. So we need 2 more of those for the maximum amount of energy upgrade. So let's do that real quick. Yep, so we'll make 2 more of those. And then the speed upgrades are made the same way. You put the enriched alloy, but instead of gold, you put osmium dust in the center. So we'll make some speed upgrades here. Okay, so with the maximum amount of the energy upgrades, this uses 6 RF per tick, but it's the same exact speed. So if we put 1 speed upgrade in here, we boost it up to 10 RF per tick, and that goes a little bit faster, not significantly. We'll put another one in there, and that speeds it up a little bit more, and we go up to 18 RF per tick. With 3 of them in there, it's going decently faster, and we're about halfway down on the RF per tick that we were using originally with no upgrades in this machine. So yeah, you can speed these up pretty significantly, but I think it's going to get up to about 200 or so RF per tick when you put all of the speed upgrades in there. I am kind of curious to see how much that costs. I think we can sustain it for a little bit of time. Oh, I guess we're out of glass. Yeah, we need some more sand. Okay, well, let's just see where it's at with 7 of them in there. So we're up to 337 RF per tick. Goodness. And that is not fully upgraded. That is missing 1. But this machine should go a heck of a lot faster than what it was going before. Yeah, so we definitely want to take out, I think, some of those speed upgrades. I'm not sure how much RF per tick we can sustain, but I feel like that is just a little too much. So you can select the speed and then click this button to remove one. So we are now down to 189. I think I'm going to remove 2 more, just do 4 out of 8 for now. So we're down to 60 RF per tick. So 8 of the energy upgrades, half the amount of speed upgrades, same exact RF per tick as it was by default. And this machine, I think it said goes 3 times faster, 3.16 times faster. So yeah, I mean, it's a trade-off in resources, but I think that's definitely worth it. Okay, so we will look at getting some more sand here. I want to get some more glass and upgrade our infuser just the same way. So let me do that and we'll be right back, guys. All right, so I upgraded our enrichment chamber here to have 8 of the energy upgrades in there and 4 of the speed upgrades. Now, one thing I did notice about this machine that it was different from our metallurgic infuser, this one has a base power of 100 RF per tick. So putting in all of the upgrades brought it down to, I think, 10 RF per tick, and then putting in the 4 speed upgrades brought us all the way back up to our starting point at 100 RF per tick. So we are the same as this one. We're going 3.16 times faster than default, and we're still at the base RF per tick price. I just put half a stack of compressed redstone in there, or I guess redstone turned into compressed redstone, because I know we're going to be using a lot of this stuff. That's one of the main components in Mechanism. So I was kind of looking at our quest book here, and we go back to the Mechanism section. We can complete our enriched alloy. We'll do bottom loot chest. Claim that one. Pop it. We get ourselves a fluxed electrum block. Cool. So I'll turn into flux electrum. That'll be useful for later, I'm sure. The next quest here looks like it wanted us to make a crusher. Now, getting into a crusher will allow us to make biofuel, which will allow us to get into biogenerator, which is another step in the right direction for making more power. I think that's going to be something that'll be pretty cool. Then, yeah, that keeps going down all the way to a fusion reactor, which that's going to be way down the line. I don't know if I've ever made the fusion reactor from Mechanism before. The gas burning generator, however, those are really good. I have used those in the past, but again, that's going to be a little bit down the line. So starting off easy, let's check out this crusher. So a crusher requires us to have 2 lava buckets, some more of these basic control circuits, and then some redstone. So we should have pretty much everything ready to go except for the buckets with the lava. So I just rolled out a couple of plates of iron here so we can grab some buckets of lava. And now we should be able to craft this thing up, and there we go. So there is a crusher. So we get yet another quest complete. So back to the Mechanism section, and we will do the top loot chest. Pop it. A villager market. Did we already get one of those before? Maybe not. I feel like the villager market, I feel like this is one of those things you place in a village and it shows you the trades from all of the villagers. I think. But we don't have any villagers here, so we will just put that away for now. Just put that in here. I feel like we did get one of those before. Did I put it down? Yeah, we did put it downstairs. Okay. So yeah, we have gotten one of those before. So getting back to the quests here, the next step is to make a biofuel. It says made with a crusher, mostly used to generate power, and ethylene. So ethylene is the gas that you want to burn in the gas burning generator, but again, that's further down the line. So biofuel, we should be able to craft right away with our crusher. But again, like the other machines that we have already made, we are going to want to speed this one up. So we have to do a little bit more speedy up process to get that going. So if we look at the recipe for biofuel, I don't remember if it's 2 words. It's right here. Biospace fuel. There we go. Well, I guess it didn't really change what we were looking at here. So a sapling turns into 2. I think pumpkins might have been the best. 1 melon turns into 4, so that's pretty good if you get yourself a melon farm. Let's just kind of scroll through here. Wheat turns into 4. That's not bad. Potato turns into 4. A baked potato into 4. That's like you'd have to cook it. Why would you want to do it that way? I don't know. Shrub. Carrot turns into 4, so I guess that's another pretty good one. Carrots are very easy to grow. Melon seed itself turns into 2. a tile.4.sapling_ge.name turns into 2. That we might go that route. I haven't quite decided yet. Okay, so apples turn into 4. That's another pretty good one. Is there anything else? Ah, pumpkins. Pumpkins turn into 6. Okay, so that might be the route that we take. Beets turn into 4. Bread turns into 4, but you might as well just do wheat at that point, right? Okay, so pumpkins. Pumpkins seem like one of the better ways of doing this. So we would need to get ourselves a pumpkin farm if we were going to go crazy with this. And then if you wanted to get really a really good pumpkin farm going, you'd probably want to do like a garden cloche. So something like that. I don't know if we can make this yet. So we need an ejector upgrade, LV wire, some treated wood, and then a heavy engineering block, which we can't quite make yet. We need reinforced alloys. Actually, not sure how much of this we can do. Do we have uranium at all? Oh boy. This might be getting a little bit too complicated for us right now. We do have some uranium, so we might be able to do some stuff. What's the uses on this? We can sag mill it, we can crush it, but we don't have either of those machines. Oh, wait, we're on page 404. How did we get all the way over there? That's weird. So the crusher will work. Does the macerator work? That's the big question. Oh, yes, it does. And then we can take that and smelt it? No, it looks like we can only put that in the thermal centrifuge, so that's not the way to do it. You know what? Can we just stick it in our ultimate furnace? Okay, so yes, we can just smelt it down into the uranium ingots. That's probably the way we're gonna want to go with doing this. The heavy engineering block does require the reinforced alloy, so again, we need these enriched alloys, which we were making earlier, plus some compressed diamond. So compressed diamond is kind of the same deal. You put 1 diamond into the enrichment chamber, you get the compressed diamond, and that's worth 80 as opposed to 1 diamond, which is only worth 10. So we're going to want to stick some of our diamonds into our enrichment chamber. Let's not go too crazy. I think 16 is probably more than enough, but we're definitely going to want those as well. So yeah, we can start enriching our alloys here into the next step. We only have 2 of these. We're going to want more. So let's grab some iron. 32 of those. We'll go with 4 of these. Okay. And then we will do that and that. We'll let this machine run. We'll take the enriched alloys. We'll put it with some of the compressed diamond and turn those into the next one. Let's wait for these machines to process, guys, and then we will be right back. Alright, and just a few minutes later, we have our 16 reinforced alloys, which should complete yet another quest for us. Oop, and it is nighttime. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. Make sure no bad guys come over and blow up our base. We definitely don't want that. So yes, we now have the reinforced alloys and the enriched alloys, and put all those compressed items back away. So the garden cloche here does require us to have the ejector upgrade. So that's a piston plus some tin plates. So we have the piston. We need some tin ingots to turn into tin plates here. We'll just go ahead and grab the base amount that's required. Some iron plates from earlier when I was making those buckets. Okay, so we have the tin ingots doing its thing here. We are also going to need an LV wire connector, which I can't remember if we have. And then we need the heavy engineering block, which is a quest in itself that we weren't able to do previously. So uranium plates, I think we can do in the metal former. Yes, we can. So let's go ahead and grab some of that uranium. Some of that uranium that we did earlier. We'll grab 4 of those. Very good. I like being able to move around the base fast by bouncing and then using the hang glider. That's really nice to get around. Eventually, we will have like creative flight and we'll be able to like speed around and zoom around the base a lot faster. But for right now, I guess that's a pretty decent workaround. Okay, so we have 2 out of those. And then what else are we going to need here? Steel scaffolding. And then the iron mechanical component. I'm not actually sure if we have... Well, I guess we have these iron plates where we can do that with. So we should be pretty okay. So let us see what we can make. So we need to get ourselves the ejector upgrade. So there's that. And then we need some treated wood. Well, we have plenty of that. Okay, and then the other part here, we need this guy. So we are missing the iron mechanical component where you get 1 for 2 plates and a copper. So we already have 2 of those plates plus a copper. And then we need the... I don't think we have it out anymore. Nope. Okay, so let's grab the engineer's workbench. Was it out and I just missed it? We have the components here. Did I really miss it? Oh, you know what? That's right. I hid it back behind the alloy kiln. That's where it is. Okay, so we'll put that there. We'll put in 4 of those, 2 copper, and there's our iron mechanical components, and we'll take that back so we're not getting weird rendering issues on various things around the base. So now, we should have a good majority of this. We just need a steel scaffolding. So steel ingots, oh boy, I don't think we have enough. We might have to go make some more steel real quick. Steel rods. Oh, that's way more expensive than I was expecting. Small plate presser. I don't think we can do that. The lathe only gives us 2. A metal press, which we don't have yet, gives us 2. Otherwise, we have to do 1 steel plate plus a piston plus a block of redstone to make 1. And I think we have to do that in order to make the metal press so we don't have to spend as much steel every time or other resources. Okay, so I guess we're going to take a side tour from making this garden cloche. Well, you know what? I guess we don't really have to. We get 4 of the heavy engineering blocks, so we need 1 of those for the metal press. So the very first recipe we have to make is going to be expensive regardless. We do need a little bit more steel, however, right? How much steel did we have? We have 3? Well, actually, we might be able to do that. How are we doing on pistons? We don't have any. Okay, so let's go back in real quick. Oh boy, this is getting complicated. So yes, we need to get ourselves 3 pistons. Well, there we go. There's 4 of them. Some redstone blocks. Okay, piston, redstone, steel. Was it the other way? I don't remember how that worked. Let's go back and look one more time. Wrong one, this one, this one. So that is redstone, piston, steel, plate. Okay, so we have to go turn those into plates, and then we should be able to make ourselves the steel rods. And like so, we have 3 steel rods. So we can put those right here with steel ingots. That's the last of our steel. And there's our steel scaffolding. Okay, so now that we have that, we can come in here and make our heavy engineering blocks. We only need 1 of those. So it's 1 of those, 2 of the treated woods, the ejector upgrade, and LV wire. LV wire connector. All right, so we have everything that we need right here, and all of that gets placed on a thermionic fabricator with 4 glass. 4 melted glass. Okay, the thermionic fabricator, I don't think we have out anymore. Nope, it is right here. All right, and once again, oh, we're gonna need another flux duct. Very good. Place that here, thermionic here. We'll place 4 glass right there, start the warming process. That one, this, 1 of those, and 1 of these. Okay, so now we have a valid recipe. We have the glass in there, we have power, and it's now warming up. As soon as that warms up to the correct temperature, it should melt the glass, which in turn should allow us to make our garden cloche. Very complicated here. All right, so there is a garden cloche, finally. So you'll notice that the temperature is still rising, which means it is still using power. So we have to invalidate the recipe or break the thermionic fabricator so it stops using power. But yeah, you can see the heat is now going down, so it should no longer be using any of our current power. So garden cloche is a block that does require water. It requires a fertilizer if you want. You don't have to do that. But I think we have enough fertilizer, I guess apatite, from forestry to make fertilizer. So I believe that is apatite in the center with sand. On the outside? Yes. Okay, so there's a stack of fertilizer. Okay. We need water, we need power, and then we need a seed and then something for that seed to grow on. So like dirt. I only have one dirt block. That's not very many. Okay. So the next step is we need to get ourselves some kind of a seed. Now we saw that pumpkins seem to be the best. So let's go find ourselves some pumpkins. You know, I was exploring around earlier, just kind of flying around pretty much everywhere that we've already been. And I did see that there were pumpkins. I think it was in some kind of a plains biome. Let's hit J real quick. Yeah, it must have been up here in this general area that I saw pumpkins before. So pretty much north of us right now. Maybe. Am I off? Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Be over this way, I believe. Is that them right there? No. Well, they're around here somewhere. I guess I'll fly around and find them, but I remember they were in like a plains style area, so I'm sure we'll come across them very soon. All right, well, just a few moments later, here is a few pumpkins. This isn't actually the ones that I saw previously, but these will work just the same. One pumpkin's as good as another one. Now let's make sure that we can get seeds out of these things. Okay, so the vanilla seed recipe is just fine. We will leave those pumpkins there. I don't want to remove all of them and potentially not be able to find more in the future. I think those are fine anyway. We only need one seed in order to make pretty much all of the pumpkins. So yeah, we will head back to the base, and then we should be able to start mass producing a whole lot of pumpkins if we can find a way to get water into that garden cloche. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so let's take those apart. We'll grab some seeds. Place the seed right here. You know what? It'd probably be a good idea for us to undo all of this and get it next to where the power is. Now, this machine in particular can accept power anywhere on this top block. I think even on the sides of that top block. But yeah, that top block accepts power. And then on the sides, the back is where you put in water. I think the items go into the front for the fertilizer. And right here is where the items come out that are produced from this guy. So we need a way to give power to this thing from the top block. Yeah, I guess we have a water source here, don't we? So if I stick that like that, it fills up with water. Not very pretty, but that is a way for us to utilize this infinite water source and our garden cloche together. You know what? I don't think we're going to do that, though. I think we will move this. Let's set this guy down. We'll place the infinite water directly behind it, so that should still fill it up full of water. Eventually. Possibly. There we go. Power comes out right here, so we can grab some more of our flux ducts. We can either go up from the top or from the side. I'm not sure which way is the better way of doing it. Let's just get this thing going, just so we can start producing some resources here. So for now, we'll just do something like that. So we have power. No, maybe. Not yet. Not yet. I'm sure we will get power here. Okay, so now it shows power. So we are growing the pumpkin seed. Unfortunately, I put that in. We need to break this thing. I didn't think it was going to work. So we put that in before we put the fertilizer in. So, yeah, the fertilizer wasn't being used. So we'll try that again. Seed and dirt. Okay, so we can see the plant growing. We can see the pumpkin itself growing. Yep, and we've already gotten ourselves one pumpkin. So this thing's going to keep going like that pretty much indefinitely as long as we provide it with power and we give it the fertilizer. I think the fertilizer is what's making that jump a little bit in size every now and then. Yeah. So anyway, we can put a chest or a storage drawer on the front of that and just have pumpkins available. I think a basic drawer will be just fine. This holds like 2,000 pumpkins. And there we go. Okay, so we have 8 pumpkins available, and every few seconds we get ourselves another one. That's pretty good, I would say. So the next step is we need to get those pumpkins into a crusher, and the crusher is going to generate biofuel. Where did I put that crusher? Didn't we just make one, or did we not make it yet? Is it right here? Okay, so the crusher's right here. So if we put the crusher Man, how are we going to do this? I guess we'll want to get some kind of pipes to pull out of this and put it into the crusher here, which we will figure out. But anyway, 1 pumpkin in the crusher turns into, was it 6 biofuel? So that's a pretty good amount. And then we'll want that biofuel going into the, I guess, a bio generator. Let's go back into mechanism. So biofuel, just want us to get one of those. So we have it for now. Okay. Let's do mechanism. We'll grab this. Top loot chest, claim it, pop it, a music disc. All right, I guess that's fine. Back to the mechanism section. Okay, so we can't do this until we go this path. What is a bio generator? Is there any specific reason we can't make that right now? It doesn't look like it, does it? It looks like that's all just fine. Okay, so I think we will just go ahead and craft it. I was gonna wait because we don't have the quest available, but I don't see a reason to wait. I really don't. So hopefully that will update the quest and it will know that we have the stuff already. I guess we'll turn this around so the power is facing out that way. I don't know, is there a way that this automatically ejects site config? We're on the items config already. So output dark blue and we'll click this auto eject on. So any biofuel that makes should just go directly in here. So let's grab 1 pumpkin. We'll put it back into this thing. We do need to give this thing a little bit of power here so it can continue to operate. Okay, so the biofuel is here, but it is not automatically going over, which is a little bit of a problem. Site config, output, dark blue, auto eject on. Maybe this machine just does not accept it by default. I'm actually not entirely sure. So 1 biofuel in there does 240 RF per tick. And it lasts for a decent amount of time. Now remember, we get 6 of those per pumpkin. Yeah, that's pretty good, I would say. So yeah, we're gonna end up with quite a lot of RF here. And then this is a smart machine. Like, it will only use the amount of biofuel that it needs until the internal power is filled, and it stops. Ooh, that's a bad number to stop on. So yes, that is going to be really, really good for keeping our base running here. I guess we can connect it and then have that use power into our main system. So now we have another method of generating power. We really need to find a way to get items from here into here. I guess we can just use a hopper underneath facing in there. And then we need a way to get the biofuel out of this and into the bio generator. But yeah, overall, I think we're going to be doing pretty well here. All right, guys, so I was just looking at the basic options that we have available for pipes and transfer pipes. We can do the transfer node items. This is relatively inexpensive. We get 4 of them for 2 stone, a chest, 2 redstone, and a transfer pipe, which does require a block of redstone, some stone slabs, and the network cables. But I was also kind of like, okay, so what else are these network cables used for? And they are also used for item ducts from thermodynamics. I think that's probably going to be a pretty decent way to, to make some stuff here. So let's do item duct. We just want the opaque ones, nothing fancy. That does require 2 tin ingots turned into plates. So again, we'll just come over and use our metal former over here. Yep, so 2 ingots of the tin turned into plates will allow us to do that. And then we're also going to need to get ourselves the servo. And then just the basic one is just some iron nuggets, some glass, redstone, and iron. If we want to go to the next tier up, we do need Invar, which I'm not sure if we've made any just yet. I don't know if we need to do that for what we're currently doing. We don't need a lot of items moved around, but we are going to need some items moved around. So again, network cable. We can do that. So there's some item duct and then some servo. Well, I guess we just need 1 servo for now. Actually, can we do another one? Let's do another one. I think we are going to need that. So we have 2 servos, all right? So 1 servo is going to go from the drawer into this guy. We don't want it connecting into there, so I need to use our wrench to disconnect that for now. So we're going to put the servo right here, and we'll right click and say ignored. So it should always be pulling out pumpkins and trying to put them into the crusher. Now this isn't fast, but it should work. Actually, I think we have to do input right there. Okay, so now we're accepting the pumpkins. Yep, that's going to be faster than the crusher is going. Again, we can put upgrades in here to speed this up. And then we want the crusher to export the biofuel over into our biogenerator. So again, we can put another item duct here. We will turn this off so it's not oops, not that one. We'll turn that off so it's not connected to that. And then we will try to put it into the top over here. I assume we can do this. Haven't tried yet. Again, the configuration will do output to the top, and we'll do auto eject on. It might already just be pushing the items over. Yep, looks like we don't even need the second servo for that. As long as we have pipes connected, I guess we can just get rid of this. Oops, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Turn that off. So yes, that should automatically be ejecting into the pipe without the other servo on there. That'll just slowly make its way over and then into our biogenerator. So, I mean, we have a pretty good amount of fuel going on here. So we have, I guess the only other thing we need to do is just try and get fertilizer going back into this. So we can do that by extracting out of another drawer or something right here and have a filter set up so it only puts the fertilizer over here or blocks the fertilizer from going into the crusher. But either way, we have a pretty good setup here. Another way to make fuel, another way to make power, I guess. And then we can expand this by adding some more biogenerators down the line, just connect the pipe over, right? So I think we're going to be doing pretty good as far as power is concerned. Now, once we're able to upgrade that to ethylene, if we continue down the mechanism route, we will be exceptionally good on the amount of power that we can do. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.